It's Al Cole from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Al Cole Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and right now you got it too. Enjoy another outstanding audio clip from our international guest list, brought to you by UR Link Print and Media, featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.
And on the line with us today, we have Belle Chisholm. We'll be discussing her fantastic book, Forever My Love. Now, guys, keep in mind that is the first book in a 4-part series, okay? So there are 3 other ones that are also available for purchase. So make sure after you complete Forever My Love, you look into all the other ones as well. And they can all be found on Amazon as well as barnesandnoble.com. And I will say, Belle was brought to our network, People of Distinction, today by some of the best movers in the business. UR Link Print and Media Publishing. So if you have a book that you'd like moved, do yourself a favor and contact UR Link. You can find out more information on them at urlinkpublishing.com. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Start by telling our listening audience a little bit more about yourself and your background, please.
I am a retired military veteran of 30 years in the United States Army. I spent years as a recruiter, 10 years as a recruiter, so I know a lot about soldiers and people, what they want in life. Along with that, I spent a long time dealing and associating with those individuals who have no idea what it's like to be in the military. But my career and my life in the military was very, very active. I was always deployed or mobilized for some purpose to defend our country and to support those individuals who are part of our military. This is where I talk about most of my stories, my life in the military. I love being in the military. I love the Army, and I love the people. And it's the most unified group of people I ever ran across in my life. And like I said, I had did that for 30 years. So my story goes back to just the story of my forbidden love, a soldier's love story. But we're going to talk about Forever My Love after the war. What happened was that after the war, her and her forbidden love, his name was Daniel and her name was Belle. Let me tell you first, my forbidden love is based on a true love story. It's a woman, it's a female who fell in love with a command sergeant major. And he ended up getting deployed on the first group of people that went to the Persian Gulf. And what happened was she ended up, after being that they were in, she had fallen in love with him, she got assigned to the Pentagon to go there also. That was a very short war. So what happened was that, to make a long story short, he ended up coming back after the war was over. And then she ended up having to stay because she became a combat commander as far as dealing with convoys. So he came back. He came back to the States and she stayed over there. She came back after she had finished her tour. She came back to the States. And they end up splitting up because of the fact that they were having a hard time because of the fact he left her over there. But what happened after that is when I wrote my next book, my first book after that, Forever My Love. They had been separated for over 20 years in this book. What happened was that they never communicated back. What happened in it was that they never forgot about each other. They were still in love. And what happened was that she ended up being a writer. She became a writer. But he ended up being a very profitable individual who worked for the federal government. What he did was that he was more of a person that did a lot of jobs for the military. He was more likely was one they were called who could do things that the other people couldn't do on active duty. So he was really a contractor for the federal government. But their world was a combination of everybody that they had associated during their military career and during their time together as a couple. But Val and Daniel, and the story is very beautiful. And you find out all the different books that follows us, the intrigue about drugs, people on drugs, kidnapping, all of this. All of it pertains to when they got back together, Forever My Love. It's a beautiful 4-book saga.
It's Al Cole from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Al Cole Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and look forward to enjoying other outstanding audio clips from our international guest list, brought to you by UR-Link Print and Media, featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.